Good morning and hope you all have been well. And this is part 7 of the Sandman Let's Play. So yeah, I guess with that being said, let's go on back to I guess I will call them colorful marbles. Yeah, I think that's a good name for them. I did write down last episode at the end the order of the one that's on the wall. I assume we have to place them in a certain order, but I also thought that they were like stuck to the wall or something, but I guess we'll find out once we get to that point, because I don't really know where else to even look. So is it? Yeah, it is different. Okay, so we can reinsert them. So we want blue here, light blue there, purple, green, yeah, pink, red, light green, pale. Okay, before I die by the Sandman. Alrighty. A big sack hangs on the wall. There's nothing inside. Oh. I thought they said there was nothing inside. Well, I cannot complain. Might be useful at some point. Not sure for what, but we'll find out. Got a stick. Nothing on the shelves. There's a certain cabinet there. Let's see. Alright. Oh, maybe nothing. Okay, I'm saving. I guess that's it? Sandman. Footsteps. It's the Sandman. What do I do? Where can I hide? I assume we go in here. Why are we peeking through the cabinet? Wouldn't we want to fully close it? What? How did you not see us? Why do I feel like in that little, like, crack there on the door, you're just gonna see his face? He left, good, he didn't see me. But how?
Hi there, sweetie.
Who the hell are you? Hi there, sweetie. What? Was there someone there? Well, that was rude. Let's open the door. What was that earlier? Was someone inside? I guess no opening that. Also, wouldn't the Sandman, like, hear us moments after? See, but... well, we didn't get the jewel, though. So maybe, like, the same thing, like the picture frame, where they were embedded in a different order. This one wasn't the actual ones as well. Probably. So then... empty bottle. Oh, I thought it said snack. Not a sack. Okay, so we took one of those. Or I think I said snack earlier. I don't remember. I don't think there would be anything over there. Right? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll leave. Before I go back to the beginning... Oops, wrong way. I think it is probably safe to check out Lullaby again. Let me just check, just in case. Do you say anything? Hey Lullaby, are there creatures besides fairies here? What do you think? The creatures humans think up aren't all one kind, they're ghosts and monsters. But why do you ask? I hid from the Sandman in a closet earlier, and I think someone was in it. In a closet, maybe it was the boogeyman. Boogeyman? Oh, I see a little teaser there, since the next game from this creator is the boogeyman. Very interesting. That's the thing that's honestly like really cool about these games. Like they have little like things from their other games. Like David here from The Crooked Man, and now here we get a little bit of a teaser for the Boogeyman. I honestly like that quite a bit. That's really cool. When the Sandman goes to the human world, he makes a path under kids' beds. The Boogeyman, meanwhile, uses closets. Good to know. Still going on ahead, you must be tired, gonna give up soon? I have to find a way to stop the Sandman. Why don't you just tell him to stop? I don't even know what he's saying. Oh right, then I guess you'll have to be forceful. Alrighty. See, that's like another thing too. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me being stupid. Because, like, again, like, taking kids' eyes and turning them to soup or whatever isn't good, you know? But, like, at any given point where we got away, well, there was one that we kind of had to, but again, with the closet, like, how did he not see us in there, for example? And even with the whole table scene, like, he easily could have just been like, you know what? I want your eyes, you're gonna become soup. And that's that. Just because you don't fall asleep. So I assume there's gotta be a way that we can... I don't know, like, necessarily save him. Because, like, clearly the unicorn, us, we want to stop him, but... I don't know. Because, like, I'm trying to think with a lot of these kind of games that have, like, good, bad, neutral kind of endings, you know? I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling about nonsense. Alright, let me... Don't worry, I got it. Oh, this is new. There's a lot of people here. With a blue flame. A memo you cannot read. Strange language. Is this us here? This is a photo of me as a kid. What's this doing here? Alrighty. I'm saving. Do you open? You do. A memo, you can't read it. Alrighty. A ton of clocks on the wall, all of them are stopped. Some kind of machine. David Lullaby said that the Sandman stopped all time around the world. Maybe he used this machine. Well, let's not mess with it. What could this be? People used to think the earth was flat, so if it went past the edge of the sea, you'd fall off. Alright, so... nothing there. But then... I mean, anything new in here? Large pot. I mean, maybe... I don't know, talk to Stanley? Stanley, I need your guidance. I am lost. I don't get it twisted. A pink jewel if you bring me the wrong thing. Alright. Thank you, Stanley. But then, like... where do you go? I don't know, use a stick to break the machine? I don't know. Some kind of machine. A memo, you can't read it. Globe. Anything in the drawer? Memo, you can't read. Okay, so clearly there's nothing in there. We can't read the memo. The phone doesn't do anything. I don't see why the stick would do anything. Alrighty. That's that. The valve is in there. Or valve, sorry. Stanley's there. Switch on the wall. Do you open? I don't know, use the stick? No. There's not like a... oh. I was about to say, I've seen these here. Well, this changes things. Oof, sorry for the pause there, had to take my dog out for a walk. Anyways though. A note that you cannot read, it's peeling off slightly. Of course we're gonna remove it. Can I, alrighty. A candle stand, it's not lit. Lullaby, what's going on in here? Hey Sophie, you sure took your time. Why did you go on ahead of me? You didn't say to take you to the Sandman's house, so did you meet him? I did, but he chased me down, then he tried to feed me some weird food. I was almost killed. Did you do something bad to him? I didn't do anything. He just chased me down with a spoon. What's wrong with spoons? The Sandman digs out children's eyeballs with a spoon and eats them, doesn't he? Well, I'll bet he'd be mad if you said that. Who would eat that, he'd say. Huh? But my mom always told me... oh. That's interesting. So, what if, for example, each person, how they perceive the Sandman is different? So, within Sophie's mind, let's say... what's a good example? Let's say the Tooth Fairy, for example. When she's like, well, why is all your teeth all rotted and whatnot? He's like, well, I just don't have time to do that. Maybe when she was younger, she's like, this is how I envision the Tooth Fairy. Somebody that's hardworking, but really can't take care of himself. Maybe the weird snake lady Nixie thing was like her own vision of what the snake woman would look like. Same thing with the Sandman and maybe other creatures like the Boogeyman from the closet. They all are all are perceived. Sorry, pronounced that way weirdly, but she perceives them and sees them in a different light, in a different, I guess, vision compared to other people. Maybe Timothy down the road sees the Sandman as an 8-foot giant and just towers over people and just throws pocket sand over different people just because he's too tall. That could be a thing, honestly. It wouldn't really surprise me if that is the case. That is a really neat idea if that is what they're going for. Anyways, before I ramble about nonsense, though. Look, Sophie. Mothers all around the world tell some ridiculous stories totally straight-faced to get their nosy kids to sleep. Granted, fairies wouldn't exist if not for wild imaginations. Anyway, Sandman doesn't eat kids' eyes. He was probably just having a snack, thus the spoon. No way. But after that, he tried to feed me this weird food. It seemed poison. It was so gross. You were right not to eat that. Fairy food is poisonous to humans. Man, why would he give you that stuff? He should know humans can't eat it. Well, anyway, while you are here, do what you want done. Just be careful walking around the house. What do you mean? There are traps about for reasons normal guests would have Sandman guide them, but I guess we're not a normal guest. Thanks, Lullaby. Blueprint for something, medicine. But that's kind of my thoughts on it. We'll see what happens though. But it is strange when he brought up the whole thing about, normally he should know that it is poisonous for people. Hey Lullaby, I can't read the Sandman's language. It's weird. I can't understand the other fairies just fine. I can understand them just fine, sorry. Oh, he uses kind of a special language. He invented his own. Well, what was it? Most rationalistic and logicalistic word strings, I think. What the heck? I don't get it. He's a really smart guy, scientist, inventor, philosopher, maybe more. He deals in sleep, which covers a number of fields. Me and the others understand him, but I guess you wouldn't. Tell me if you want me to read anything. That's a great idea. What? Just what are you? You're like the real David, but grosser. I'm the David you imagine, which may be a little different, but you like his kindness, don't you? What? No, I want you to read something. Why'd you disappear? Alrighty then. I guess he went back to the one room then. Well, that's where we are gonna go then. Because either way, I need you to read this for me. Let's go here. And then this is all inverted. Alrighty. What? Oh, here we go. Hey Lullaby, this notice was up on the wall, in the opposite room. Can you read it? Sure can. Let's see. Put out the emerald flames after use. out the... what? Put out the emerald flames. So... after use. I don't know what it means by after use, but I'm just gonna go with the initial thing of just putting them out. Was there any in here? No. I believe all of the ones would be in here. Real quick before something happens. Okay, those guys are yellow. White flame. I know we've seen some emerald ones before. Probably down here. Whoops. Purple. Oh, it's probably gonna be with this guy, isn't it? Sir, I don't want you to be disappointed. But, oh. How do I... after use? I mean, I see... But what does it mean by, like, after use? I mean, let me check out the other rooms just in case. Blue. See, but what does that mean, after use? In the other room where David is, well, Lullaby, sorry. No, we already checked all that. There wouldn't be any emerald flame besides this room. I don't know, do you gotta get next? No? I was thinking if you get it next to the flame. No? But what does it mean? I don't... Put out the emerald flames after use. But that's what I don't get. What does it mean by after use? I know I've been repetitive, but like... Oh, Stanley, help me. Put out the emerald flame after use. The emerald flame after use. I don't get it. I feel like it should be obvious, but like... There was no other, like, emerald flame besides those ones, though. Wait, what? Oh my god. The notice here mentioned emerald flames. Do I need to light these candles? Do I need to light these candles? After use. But like... What, do I like burn the stick? So I can have a green flame? And then take it to that room? We're about to find out. The numbers, Jason. What does it mean? I don't get it. Notice. Put out the emerald flame after use. I'm pausing here. Whenever I find a solution, I will unpause. I don't want to waste a lot of time just going back and forth. See you guys in a second. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna have a bruh moment if this works. How? How would you even guess? Unless, like, somehow you are just clicking random stuff just to do it, how would anything lead you to think, oh, let me smash this? I mean, maybe because of the thing right there. I guess I probably missed that, but I don't think that's very obvious at all. Clearly, I went around, I got nowhere, I looked at a guide to get a little bit of help, and I decided to go like in order. I didn't look at anything afterwards, of course. I wanted to stay in order from where I'm at. And the next thing was apparently to break this wall with the stick. Hopefully this kind of helps get things moving, but I don't know. That's like one of the things, like, I guess you really do have to think outside of the box, and in this case I wasn't. But I feel like some of these games, like, sometimes, like, it leaves you in the dark. And I feel like you could literally look anywhere and everywhere and not even think, oh, let me go back to this room and break the mirror here with the stick that we found. I would have never thought of that at all if I just kept going around. I would have been stuck on the green flame thing. But it is what it is. Maybe I could break this glass wall with this stick, but what was it? Don't throw stones in glass houses. But it's a fairy house, and this isn't a stone. Still a house, though. Oh, forget it. Yaw. What? Alrighty. Before we die, let me save again. Oh. A bundle of papers packed with writing. A memo you cannot read. Alrighty. Oh, the pink jewel. Yeah, we'll take it. This doesn't seem as pretty as the other jewels. It's not very shiny. That's right. Stanley wanted a shiny one. So... maybe it's not the actual one? Remove the note. Sure. Can I... a water bucket. A mysterious machine. It has a long cord with a cup at the end. Let's put the jewel in there. Oh my god, that actually worked. Of course we're gonna wash it. What the pink came off? It's actually a clear jewel. So this is a fake. This won't do. The unicorn would run me through. Okay. So... well then... so we can't wash any of the others. So do we just not keep it? Alrighty then. But then what does this do? We get noticed too. Okay. Gotcha. It's alright, Stanley. We'll get you the real one. Alright, let's go this way. Oh yeah, it's inverted here. Oh, Lullaby, I could use your help. Hey Lullaby, can you read what this says? That's from the Jewel Harvesting Room. It's how to use the suction machine. Put the suction cup on the target's head and press button. So... that is a little bit tedious, but... gotcha. So you have to talk to Lullaby in order to actually... I guess like do anything with the jewel. Alright. Suction machine, maybe it made the jewels in the other room, so maybe I can make a jewel. Sure. Okay, press the button. This is such a bad idea. Or maybe not. A pretty pink jewel? It's very pretty. You know what that means. Oh, Stanley. I got great news for you, buddy. I got you a pink jewel. Now, I'm here to help you. You know, the Sandman hasn't been too kind to me. And I understand earlier that you brought up, if I'm not mistaken, that you wanted a shiny pink jewel. I hope this doesn't, come back to bite me by any means. Stanley would never do such a thing to me, though. I already know me and Stanley, we cool. We've been friends since day one. Here, Unicorn, I brought a pink jewel. Oh, thank you. Finally, I can see this wonderful... Oh, hold on. Is this jewel yours, Sophie? Yeah, I made it. Is that no good? No, it's fine, but... maybe I did something kinda bad. Oh, Stanley. It's okay. What'd you do wrong? Oh, nothing, thanks. I've been longing to see this. Here, you can have this. Oh? What's this weird color rock? It's a limp stone, and it has special powers. When you touch it, you go all weak and limp. Great, isn't it? What's the good in this? How does this help me stop the Sandman? First of all, how am I supposed to hold it? Oh, you can ask Dwarf about that. I'm sure he can make it into something you can use. Dwarf, a fairy good at making things, I assume. You know him well. He lives in the cave west of the Sandman's house, more open minded than the Sandman, so he should do it. Alright, I'll ask him. I'll give you the stone in this bag for now, wishing for good luck, Sophie. Hey Unicorn, are you going to keep that jewel? Huh? Nah, I just wanted to see it, but if you need it, I'll give it back, do you? No, we got it for you. Oh, sorry, I hit the light there. But no, 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 no. We did all that for you, Stanley. If it bites me in the butt, then so be it. It's your jewel. I don't need it. I don't know anything about jewels. Just keep it. Really? I'm not giving it back later. You sure? Yeah, better than the one who once had. God, I screwed that up. Better that the one who wants it has it. I'm not really interested in jewels and stuff yet. Hooray! Thanks, Sophie. No problem. Authentic 1. I have no clue what that means, but alright. Okay, so I guess I can't pick up the log anymore. Oh well, this place isn't tiny. Is this where the dwarf lives? I can't see anything. Someone there? I'm Sophie. Are you dwarf? Oi, that I am Sophie, is it? Nice to see ye. Don't just stand around. Come in. Oh, is it too dark for ye? Could you do me a favor, Sophie? What? There's glimmers on the plain nearby. Could you catch as many as ye can in a cage? Should be a cage around here. Got it. These things? Cage around here. This? There we go. It's alright, guys. You're serving a good purpose by lighting a room. There we go. Captured all the fairies of light. Oops. Dwarf, I caught a bunch of glimmers. Dwarf, you there? Yeah. Ah, did I scare ye? Sorry for my ugly mug. Alright, come on in. Must be tired from walking. Thank you, dwarf. Limpstone, is it? Now where'd the unicorn get something this valuable? Can you make it into something I can use? Not a problem, my girl. I'll start right away. Just take a seat. Get a nap in if you want. Oh, I can't sleep, can ye? Well, just sit tight then. Say, Sophie, not liking it much in the human world, are ye? How do you know that? I just know. Fairies know everything about humans. Yeah, it's no fun at all. Nothing goes my way. I just hate it all. At school and with my friends and with my dad. And with the guy I like. David. Oh. So it's gonna be one of these kind of things. So I think you should meet her too. All I can really do for her is listen. Maybe she'll be more willing to talk to you. A high school girl? I wonder those can be difficult. Don't want her to call me on an old granny. Call me an old granny. Sophie's not ill-natured like you. She's great, honest kid. Oh really? Then I'll try using that ill nature to my advantage, but you come with me. I'll be nervous. Of course, make sure you listen good, alright? I feel bad how much she's got to deal with all by herself. Alright, I gotta go. You got the day off, right? Don't have to walk me home. I'm fine. Oh, are you coming over today? Yeah, I'll get out of work early. I'll get a bite to eat before I'm there. Got it. See you. Bruh moment. I mean, like, I don't want to get into like touchy territory, but I'll kind of like word it at this. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily agree with it, but let's just say Sophie is 18 and David is a legal adult, then like sure. I guess if you two are okay with it, you can date and whatnot. But like I don't know. I think with Sophie it's probably not love by any means. It's just more so how do I want to word it? Like David's like the first guy in her life that was actually kind to her. The dad unfortunately just really wasn't there with her in her life just because of work and whatnot, but he's doing all that he can, of course. The mother is gone, a lot of bullies at school and whatnot, and David was that one guy that actually took the time to be with her. And I don't think there really is anything wrong with, helping people and whatnot, It is, in my opinion, kind of weird that a full grown adult is helping like a high school girl. And I don't think like necessarily the gender really like matters. I think it'd be kind of weird either way if it's a boy and there's like a full grown adult helping them and talking to them and trying to be friends with them. I guess ultimately it's like a choice thing. It's up to you, but like I don't know. Anyways, though, I'm not gonna dwell into all of that and you know dig myself deeper. I was stupid for getting all excited over his kindness. David's just kind to everybody. Yeah, exactly. It's something that they brought up in The Crooked Man. Like he's just a kind person towards anybody. And again, I don't think Sophie is like in love with David. It's more so he was the first person to really give her, like attention, something that she wanted. She wants somebody within her life to help her out, go out for ice cream, and go to these kind of places. And I feel like she's kind of like latched on to that. But he was the first person I really liked, yeah. Thinking that tomorrow would be more of the same, I started to fear the morning more and more, until I even feared going to sleep. Those lullabies Lullaby made, is that really what I wanted to happen to them all? Was I really thinking such awful things? The other day, Unicorn got himself stuck in a mirror, had a big laugh about that, I did. And ye gotta allow yourself that. Seeing people who annoy ye have a bad time can be a real relief. Doesn't make ye a bad kid to think that, and no point worrying about being good anyway, so don't go blaming yourself for that sort of thing. Thanks. You're a nice dwarf. Well, that's just us fairies. We're friends to kids. Course, we're all a little grown, but still a kid too. Oh? So it's fine to get back at what peeves ye. Just putting up with it is what adults do. I don't know, like, I get the advice there. It's something I brought up, like, quite a few episodes back. Like, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with having, like, the thoughts and whatnot. Like, it happens all the time that a lot of people are, what did I say before? Like, all bark and no bite. And for the most part, you would want to hope that that always stays that case. Of course, there are some people that are just going to say, screw it, I want it to happen, I'm going to make it happen. And there's not a lot you can really do when those incidents happens, of course. When it's, started and done, there's no really going back on that. But for the most part, with Sophie having the feelings of, I wish my father was with me. I want the building to burn down. I don't think Sophie in real life wants the building to burn, but of course, since she's in this, like, how do I want to word it? I guess like a dream-like state, but not really asleep. She's having those dreams pretty much of it actually happening. And even here as well. I don't know. You know what? Let me just kind of like stop there for now before I ramble any further. It's wonderful. I mean, it's just a wand. That that it is. Swing this wand and it'll have the effect of the stone. Give me your hand for a second, would ye, Sophie? What pretty hands. Can't see 'em, but I'm sure your eyes are the same. That's how it was with your mom, too. You're a blind dwarf? Been staring into flames as I work all my life. Not that it's any trouble not seeing. Darkness doesn't bother me. Oh, so that's why the whole place was dark. Besides, we fairies are hard workers. Me, the two fairy, Nixie, the Sandman too. Though of course sometimes to a fault. To a fault? Well, just look at me. I can't see. Two fairies' teeth are all rotten. Nixie's gotta care for her skin always being in the water. My dad collapsed from overwork too. He got a hole in his stomach from stress. Worried for your hard-working dad, eh? You have to treat him right. He's the only dad you've got, Sophie. Now go on. Want to stop the Sandman, is it? I'll be praying for ye. Thank you, Dwarf. Got a wonderful wand. Hey, Dwarf, are you going to release the glimmers? It'll be night soon. They die once night falls, so not much point. Huh? They die. Yep, they all die at night, then revive in the morning. I feel kinda bad for them. Do ye? Makes sense, humans are the same, sleeping dead at night, then reborn when they are awake. Well, I guess we'll save here then. Let's see. Well, since we are about 47 minutes in, probably a... Well, actually... With the limpstone, very wonderful. Alrighty then. I guess with that being said, we'll go on ahead and stop here for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.